class 4, welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson, okay? So we're going to start, I've put 8 sums on the board for you. And now we need to start just by practicing and recapping over what you did yesterday. Now remember to look at the very first digit. If your hundreds number is a number that this will go into, then you can do that brilliantly on your own and then look at the last two. If, like down here, if it won't go into the hundreds number, then you need to be looking at the hundreds and the tens together. Okay? So pause the video and have a go at those 8 first before we move on. Right, brilliant. I hope you've done those. So today, building on what we've already done, dividing 3-digit numbers. A shopkeeper repacks 100 grams of rice into 3 kilogram bags to sell. How many bags does he get? So I need to pause the video and see if you can write down the number sentence that he's going to do. Okay? Hopefully you've written 100 divided by 3. Okay? So I'm going to work through this problem. So we've got 100 divided by 3. Okay, now I want you to do some shouting at me now. Can we put 3 into 1? Hopefully you all shouted no. Okay, so we can't do that, so we put a 0 there. Okay, we've dropped our hundreds down, but we can't do it. So now we need to use the 0 from the tens. Now we know that 10 is bigger than 3, so we should get some sets of 3 into this. So, counting 3s. 3, 6, 9, well the next one would be 12 and that's too many. So I'm going to stop at 9. So that's 3 sets. 3 sets. 3 sets of 3 is 9. So that is what I'm going to take away. I'm going to do 10. Take away 9. What's the answer? Yes, I hope you all shouted 1 at me. 1. Okay, so then because we know 3 doesn't go into 1 from here, we drop the final 0 down that's in the 1s column. Oh, well, we've already worked this out. This will be really easy. 3's into 10 we know is 3 because it's 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Is 9. This time 10 take away 9 is still 1. What's this number? Shout at me and tell me what this number is. Yes, it is our remainder. Okay, so we've got 33 full bags of rice and we've got a little bit left over. Okay, remember this number cannot be bigger than the number that you are dividing by. Okay, if it's bigger then you obviously need another set. So, let's learn. So there are 2 different ways to do this. We've got the way with the partitioning. So we know that 90, because we know that 9 is in the 3 times table. So we can partition into 90 and 10. We partition the 10 further into 9, which we counted 3 sets of 3 was 9, and our 1 which was left over. We can divide 90 by 3 further, which gives us 30. Divide 9 by 3 to get 3, so we've got 33 and our 1 remainder. This way here, this is the way that I did it. Okay, this is just set out a little bit differently to show you the different steps. Okay, so we're starting off with the 1 and we can't do the 1, so we're moving it down to get the 9. Okay, so then we put the numbers. This number here was a 0, then we had 3's into 9 went 3, when we had our 1 drop down, we did 3's into 10 again, which was 9, it was another 3, and our 1 left over. Okay? Now the shopkeeper wants to pack them into 6 kilogram bags, so we're starting with the same number, starting with 100, this time dividing it by 6. So I need to pause the video and have a go at solving 100 shared by 6. Go. Right, hopefully you've all had a really good go at this. And I'm going to follow this method down here. I'm going to show you how I would do it. Okay, so we can't do, so drop our hundreds down. We can't do 6s into 1. So we put a 0 up there. Going to drop our 0 down. 6s into 10. 6. Well, the next one would be 12, so it's only one set. Then we're going to take away that set of 6. And we all know that 10 take away 6 is 4, that's right. 4. Then we're going to drop our 0 all the way down here. We're going to do 6s into 40. Right, 6 times table. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Oh, I can't go. My next one's 42. So it must only be 6 full sets. And I know that 6 6s are 36. And if I take 36 away from 40, I'm left with, yes, 4. Well done. What's this number here? Because we've got our number here, so that must be our remainder. Okay? So he can't split all of that rice into equal bags because he's always got some left over. Okay? You've got a similar problem now. Okay? This is Ruby. Ruby's got some beads, okay? And she's going to make some bracelets. But she's going to make sure that she can use all 400 of her beads without any left over at all. So she's going to start by doing 400 divided by 6, 400 divided by 7, 400 divided by 8, and then 400 divided by 9. I wonder which ones will work. Have a go working with the adult in your homes that's helping you and see which one works. If you've got time, could you do it to see if she's got 900 beads? Which one of these numbers would work if she had more beads? When you've finished your guided practice, you've got 2 pages of maths to do today. You've got this page which is set out exactly like yesterday's. So you're practicing the different steps, looking at, does 3 go into the 100s? No, it doesn't. So I'll have to look at the next digit along. How many 3s will go into my 10s and to my 100 to my 10s? Okay? Looking for patterns all the time. You will have remainders in these ones, so I'm giving you a little bit of a hint. When you've done this page, there is another page down here, forming 500 pupils, forming different size groups. This is exactly the same as your guided practice. You've got 500 divided by 6, divided by 7, divided by 8, divided by 9. We've seen some fantastic work when we've been going round with division, and nobody seems to be finding this hard, just me. So you need to just keep going. If you finish all of that and you want an extra challenge, I've got a journal activity here. Okay, so if you want to pause the video and have a go at this, great. If you don't, you don't have to. Right, that's me done, and I will see you on Thursday.